Why, hello everyone! I'm your host, Innocent, and today I present to you the Non-Dominant Hand Challenge. Ooh, spooky! I usually challenge myself a lot when it comes to art, but I never really record myself doing it, nor do I do voiceovers usually while with art. So this is gonna be new experience for all of us. Now, I've seen this challenge go around quite a lot, going by the left hand challenge or what have you, your non-dominant hand challenge, and I figured it was gonna be probably really special if I did it because I'm kinda ambidextrous. Yay! If you don't know what that means, it means I can use both my hands to do things, and I don't really have a set dominant hand. I mean, I kind of do when it comes to art, but that's a story all in itself. For art, I usually use my right hand, but when it comes to almost everything else other than like prominently writing things, I use my left hand. Like with sports, I use my left hand. With music, I usually use my left hand. It's weird and everybody is confused, and I'm okay with it. So when it comes to drawing, I never actually used my left hand before to draw. Really. So it was a very exciting adventure to do this. In the beginning, you can kind of see when I start my left-handed side that it takes me a while to get used to it, and then I forgot that I can switch orientations on a tablet, and then it helped a lot. Like, a lot. You can see, like, when I draw the hair, the lines are so much, like, steadier flowing and everything, and I'm just like, oh yeah, this helps. Good job, me. Well, at least I figured it out when I was lining things. And I'm not going to say that my left-handed drawingness looks the best. You can certainly see that it definitely does not look as good as my right-handed drawing everything, but that's kind of to be expected when you literally don't draw with your left hand ever. Though I am pretty proud of myself, actually. While looking up other YouTube videos on this challenge, I actually found many people are really bad when it comes to drawing with their left hand. Like, even more so than me. Like, their lines are super squiggly, even if they have a stabilizer on, and generally, it just looks like a 5-year-old drawn it. It's not good. It really isn't. But it really is a fun exercise. If you have never done this before, I do recommend that you go and try and do this. Like, doing these art challenges are eye-opening, really. Well, from an artist's stance, it's very eye-opening. From like a stance of a viewer, it might not be very interesting. I guess it's entertaining because you get to see a really good artist, or mediocre artist in my case, draw really poorly for once. But it's for an artist, it makes you try something new that you never really thought you were going to try to begin with. Like how the cheap art supply challenge went around really recently, and the 20 different styles challenge is going around still. I really want to do that challenge, by the way. I just haven't gotten around to do it because it's very time consuming and oh god. Anyway, enough about that. Challenges for art, at least, they make you think and grasp for new ideas and try something that you really never, ever would have done in the first place. Because although I am ambidextrous, I never would have thought to actually use my left hand for drawing, especially when I'm not orientated to do so. Like, when drawing digitally, my usual setup is pen in my right hand and my left hand on Control-Z. That's how it usually is set up, because Control-Z is undo and I make a lot of fucking mistakes, so it just kind of makes sense, you know? And I've seen a lot of other artists set up be like that when I watch other people draw, especially digital artists, that they use their right hand and then their left hand is on Control-Z. And when I see left-handed artists do it, they use the buttons on their tablet more than actually using Control-Z. Now, buttons are great. I just have never actually used mine before, ever. I like keyboard shortcuts a lot more. And that's just my preference, and everyone is allowed to have their preference. Don't get me wrong, don't take me out of context, please. It's just, everyone has their preference. And coming from somebody who's ambidextrous on a digital art platform, this challenge was tricky. Because each time I had to do Control Z, I switched to my right hand with my pen really quick, and then tried to go back to drawing, and I was just like, wait, I can't do that right now. This is a challenge. I can't do that. Plus, it was like 4 a.m, and I was so tired and like so done with drawing that I was just like, I'm gonna just get this over quickly. For you can see that my shading and everything degraded quickly after the hair, because I was just like, I'm done. I just want to go to bed and fucking sleep. Holy shit. Why did I do this? There was just regret. Full regret. But even with all of my regret and pain and anguish of doing this at like 4 a.m, because I'm an idiot, I still had a lot of fun. I have a few friends that are left-handed, and each time I usually use my left hand to do anything, they're just like, how do you, what? I thought you were right-handed. What are you doing? I don't know why this topic came up in my brain. Welcome to my train of thought. Anyway, they always get so confused because I don't use, like, I am predominantly right-handed, but I do stuff with my left hand. I don't know, it always confused me because, it's just normal for me to do everything with both hands. Ambidextrous people are weird. I've come to realize this. I haven't actually met many other ambidextrous people, especially artists. I don't know any. I know many ambidextrous people, but they're very few and far in between. So when it comes to actually having people that are just like ambidextrous and artists, I feel like I'm kind of a lone wolf over here. Cause I ain't seen nobody, just me. Are you all out there? Am I just totally alone, or am I just crazy and I just haven't seen anybody yet? I don't know. Anyway, this is coming late in this voiceover, but for my art piece, I decided to draw my persona, I guess, Innocent, in which she's always in the right-hand corner of my videos, unless it's a creepypasta, in which she is absent, because she doesn't really fit the aesthetic of creepypastas. But she is me basically drawn, and with purple hair, because I don't have enough time and patience to actually have purple hair of my own. And if you want to know more about her, or the first speed paint I did of her, check out the eye in the corner right now. That'll take you to the speed paint in which I drew Innocent for the first time. And you can see that basically I had an idea in mind of what I wanted her, but I changed her a bit. And as you can see, my style has changed slightly from them. Not them. I've changed my eye, how I draw my eye, basically. It's more cartoony, kinda. How I used to draw, my computer fell asleep for a moment, whoopsie-daisy. But, my previous style of drawing eyes is very much so more realistic and more, it reminds me of cat eyeliner, if that makes any sense. Like thinking of the makeup, like winged eyeliner and a cat eyeliner style. Yeah, no, just me. Anyway, that is what my previous eye style reminds me of. And this one is just kind of cartoony, and I like it, and it's easy to draw, and I don't have to think about it, which in my opinion is great when it comes to drawing, because when you're doing a realistic eye like that, it's really hard to put expression into some things. And with a more cartoony open eye, you can do so much more. And you don't have any limitations of how big or how small the eyes can be, and it won't look weird because it's cartoony, and you don't have to do anything about that. And, art styles just change drastically throughout anybody. So, I'm just glad that I can see my art changing and evolving, and just generally moving forward. Like, looking back on my art, I feel horrible. But looking at it now, even though I'm looking at the left-handed side, I am very, very happy with where I am at now. And I hope you guys like it too. So I think we're just about at the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this challenge and voiceover combo. And I hope to see you all soon. Peace out. Bye-bye.